students, welcome. I'm Mrs. Girot and I am going to be your FinArtB teacher. So let me just give you a quick introduction to what we're going to be doing in this class. Yay! FinArtB is my favorite because we take a journey from the Renaissance period all the way through to modern art, and I absolutely love this period of history. For example, we're going to be studying the Baroque period, and you guys will be doing Baroque busts and chiaroscuro drawings. And what is so exciting about this period is the fact that they used very intense facial expressions. So get ready to have fun with that project. Here's another great one. And then we'll also be studying naturalism or realism and impressionism, and get an opportunity to paint a subject under more realistic or naturalistic conditions. And then how would you use an impressionistic style to paint the same subject? So that's also one of my favorites. What's not to love about this class? And then for our third project, we're going to be studying the modern period, abstract art. Oh, all the bests. Picasso, Van Gogh, Monet. Oh, it's so much fun. So get ready. Be thinking about what you want to paint already. So you're going to be doing a modern painting, and then you're also going to do an abstract mixed media project. And here's just a couple of those mixed media pieces. You can use stuff that you have around the house in creative ways. So already be thinking about what you'd like to do for that abstract mixed media project. Start collecting things. You are going to only have one block of clay. So if you decide that you want to use some clay for your abstract mixed media, you're definitely going to want to set some of your clay aside, because you'll be creating that bust, that very expressionistic sculpture of a face, a head, which is called a bust. And so set some clay aside if you want to use some of that for your abstract mixed media piece. So we will have classes Wednesdays at 3 p.m. and we will have those 3 art history units and tests and the 3 projects that go along with those periods of history. And we will do some project critiques as well. Here are the rules. Come to class on time. Email me in advance if you have a schedule conflict. Earn your participation points while you're in class. Do your art history lessons. It will enrich your projects. I can tell when somebody submits something whether or not they've actually done the art history lessons. Believe me, it makes a huge difference when you have that background knowledge. Don't submit something you created in the past. Everything must be current, and it must relate to the art history lessons. Don't plagiarize. You're going to take a picture of your work when it's partially completed as evidence that it is your work and that you didn't just plagiarize and go to the Google and pull somebody's artwork off of there and submit it. Usually I catch people when they do that, but just don't do it, okay? Just take a picture of your artwork and you're going to submit your partially completed work to the Dropbox. And then create an artist signature. Your signature itself should be a work of art. You'll notice if you go to museums, sometimes I'm just in awe at the signature. So take the time to create your signature and then sign your projects. You're also, to submit your artwork, going to just take a well-lit photograph of your final signed work. You want to take your photograph at the right angle. You want it to be lit. You want it to show off all of your details. And don't worry, you will be able to crop and edit the brightness and contrast of your images in GIMP to submit. And we're going to use that we're going to critique your artworks. So submit your work on time so that we can show them in the critique. And then don't put placeholders to your Dropboxes. That's when somebody submits, their forensic science directions that their forensic science teacher gave them to download in class one day. And then they just are like, you know what, I'm just going to submit that to my Dropbox. I'm going to submit it to all the Dropboxes because then my learning coach thinks that, I submitted some work in there. But really, it's just my forensic science directions. Okay, so yeah, I know that's probably really funny to you, but for me, it's a huge waste of time, and it's unethical and a violation of academic integrity. Just don't do any of those types of things. Okay, and we'll be good. All right, and if you ever have questions, here's my cell phone, 801-637-9682. If you could put that into your phone, that would be awesome. So you can contact me if you ever have any questions. And let's take a quick look at our class. So if you go into the content, whoops, I think that's where I'm at right now. This little welcome video that you're watching is here in the welcome video folder. And then there's my contact information. Woohoo! Tech support's there if you ever need it. And the attendance hotline too. Look at me, I'm so thorough. This is where the live classes will be located. I've got everything already set up in folders for all of the classes that we're going to be having. So if you're looking for the recordings or exit tickets or the critiques that are going to be in the live classes, then you'll just go to the live classes folder to find that. And here's that first unit. Unit 1 lessons from the Baroque to the Romantic period. So get in there and start working on those. I'll have everything set up in your plan. It's not set up yet, but it will be set up in your plan. So I will try to help to pace you so that you can get through all of those units before you start your projects. And then when you go to do your projects, I'll have some directions in here. I haven't posted any directions. These are the K-12 suggested pacings, and you're welcome to take a peek in there at the directions. I will also be posting some examples of student artwork and just trying to make it a little simpler for you. So remember, in those drop boxes, you're not only going to submit a very professional image of your artwork, but you're also going to submit a photograph when it's partially completed as evidence that it is your work. Okay, and so that's how it'll go, and then you'll have more lessons, and I'll put those in the plan, and then you'll have another project, and then you'll have more lessons, and then you'll have another project, and then we should be done at that point. All right, so it is a very intense class, you guys. I know it probably doesn't seem like it would be, but the art history it's a lot of information, and it's good. So get in there and learn art history. It's awesome, especially this period. It's amazing. So I'll see you on Wednesday at 3 o'clock.